Morning everyone, we're here again on I'd love to say a sunny Sunday, but it most definitely is not a sunny Sunday. And here is Gisa, and we're off, and there she is, and we're off for another walk up on the South Downs. Obviously COVID times, we can't jump in a car, so we make the most of what we've got, and to be honest, this isn't bad. So we're going to do just a little day hike. As always, there'll be lashings of tea and coffee, and why not? And we'll bring you along if you want to come along with us. So yeah.
And he'll never tell you this, but it's Valentine's Day.
And apparently it's Valentine's Day. So good news is that it's not muddy. Hey! We've had a few dry days and a lot of cold days. The ground's dried up, and where there were puddles, there's now ice. So this is absolutely perfect. Today we're going to go straight as we can, as far as we can, and then just come back. So today we're not going to do a loop, but there's a place we want to get to, and maybe even beyond. So we're going to hike quickly and get to that point, and we'll boot up the camera along the way. What's really cool is this was all mud last week, and with the dry temperature, I should say dry weather, cold temperatures, it's all dried up. This is fantastic. This is much easier to walk on. My goodness. So Gisa is somewhere to the left of me. She had to answer the call of nature, and as everyone knows, when you have to go, you gotta go. Hello, Gisa.
Hi. I haven't told everyone what I've been up to, have you?
Gisa, you can absolutely trust me. I would never have told anyone what you've just been up to. You can absolutely trust me. Honestly, you can. I am a man of my word. I'm a man with discretion.
Yes,
and I would never say that.
I know you're better than that. I know what you've been up to.
So some geology. I've walked these paths around Worthing, so we've just got a cyclist coming our way. It's a popular track for cyclists as well as walkers. Morning. Yeah, as I was saying, we walk this a lot, and I don't think I've said much about the South Downs. So South Downs stretch from Eastbourne in the UK, right to the south below London. If you actually look at Eastbourne on Wikipedia, you'll see they've got some lovely white cliffs, which is incidentally a place where some people go to check out. Put that aside. Yeah, it goes from Eastbourne all the way past past Brighton, past Worthing, and then it ends over by Winchester. So that's about 68 miles, I think it is, 70 miles. The whole area of the South Downs is about 280 square miles. Predominantly made of chalk. So obviously, if you know about how that came to be, is South England was underwater during a geological time called the Cretaceous period, and because it was underwater, lots of creatures fell to the bottom, and when an awful lot of sea creatures fall to the bottom, it just creates a layer of chalk, and the South Downs is mostly chalk and flint. So yeah, Cretaceous period was something like, geez, was it 250 million years ago? So quite a long time ago. certainly longer than I've been here, and then some. So yeah, 280 square miles. I think the highest point is about 270 meters. So it's not high at all. It's definitely rolling. And as I said on my previous video, you got the South Downs, which is kind of squished up. It's not that wide, 70 miles long. Then goes down onto kind of the valley. The valley runs for about, I think it's 30 odd miles, and then you have another escarpment up. Then you're on top of the North Downs. So yeah, that's a little bit of geography. So as with the South Downs, we've just gone up a big up, and then depressingly we do a down, and then followed by another up, and then followed by a down, and then we go up. So we're heading kind of along this track, goes down to the road, and then we're going to go up the other side, and kind of somewhere up here we'll stop for coffee and some lunch. Probably a couple of miles, not so far, but we'll see how far we get. But this is a beautiful view just to our left here. Just really nice. Unfortunately, we got cloud and kind of grey. On a sunny day, this is absolutely spectacular. But yeah, not bad. Today is Valentine's Day, so Feb 14th, and I was just telling Gisa a story about my dad and my mum. So when my dad asked my mum's mum for her hand in marriage, unfortunately that time my granddad had died in the Second World War, so he asked my grandmother if he could have my mum's hand in marriage. So I don't think it was unexpected. I think it was all kind of leading to this. But here, at least in the UK, they used to kind of formally have to ask for hand in marriage. So anyway, so she responded to my dad, well, the answer is yes, but I hope you treat her in the way she's become accustomed. So my dad, without a breath of hesitation, said to his almost new mother-in-law, I wouldn't treat a dog like that. No, my dad had an evil sense of humour. Really, oh my goodness. He'd respond to this frequently, and my mother would always say to the other person on the receiving end, he's only joking, And in exactly the same way, my mother had to launch in and say to my grandmother, morning, had to say to my grandmother, he's only joking. And I think this was kind of the way they kind of interacted with the future. I miss my dad. He unfortunately passed away a few years ago. He had a heart condition, and he had blood clots all over his body. Unfortunately, as he was having his pacemaker changed, he wasn't on blood thinners anymore for the operation, and yeah, one of those blood clots finally got him. But yeah, his sense of humour was absolutely epic. But yeah, great bloke, absolutely great bloke. I think it's important to respect your dad, obviously, and your mum as well, of course. But yeah, he was a cool guy. Taught me an awful lot about commitment, dedication, logic, all that, and many more things. But he was a top fella. Proud to call my dad. But yeah, his sense of humour, oh my god, absolutely dry. So you'd say this stuff, you know, without any hint of humour. So the first thing the person would do is smile, then we'd look at him and he's not smiling back, and then you could see that moment in their eyes when they go, oh my god, this guy's actually, you know, he's saying it how it is. And then afterwards he would then, you know, then break into a smile, but he'd make them kind of sweat and work for it. Oh goodness. Oh, there's loads of times I've seen him do that kind of stuff. Very funny. Anyway, back to the walk. Don't know if you can see behind me, but we have some cows.
We've got company.
We do have company. Very cool. Great looking steak there. Chili con carne, spaghetti bolognese, quarter pound, roast beef, thank you.
Shepherd's pie.
Oh yep, shepherd's pie, lasagna, and beef stroganoff to end with. We're going to be banned from YouTube, you realise? Inappropriate comments made. The big reveal. Just keep going, I'll catch you up soon. Over here we have Sisbury Ring. You can't really see it, but there's kind of fortifications. Obviously we're falling down now, but that's where the Romans built one of their forts, and they defended against the Britons. It's beautiful if you walk up there. It's a slog from the car park, but it's really nice, and you can walk kind of all around Sisbury Ring there. It's really, really nice on the warm summer's day, and yeah, kind of check out what the Romans left. And then over here, kind of just off Sisbury Ring, you have a little village called Findon. And there's some great pubs there if you're after a pub lunch. Obviously that'll be about 10 years time when the pubs all open up again, but yeah, Findon, you should check that place out. So it's really nice to park in the car park at the bottom of the Sisbury Ring, walk up to Sisbury Ring, walk around it, and then down into Findon, and then go to one or two of the eateries there. It's a really nice village, as I said, and very pleasant. And then kind of all the way out here, kind of eventually goes over to Chantonbury Ring, which I think Chantonbury Ring is the highest place on the Downs. It's certainly one of them. But yeah, it's just really nice place to go to. That wind is biting. I even had to put my gloves on. So we're just trying to find somewhere to get out of the wind, boot up the burner, have a cup of coffee. Definitely need somewhere out of this wind. Bleeding freezing. Ooh. So Geese is looking for somewhere to get the deck chairs set up and just get the brew on the go. Just looking for something a little bit out of the wind, and I think this will do us.
We can go under there.
Yeah, it doesn't look very picturesque, but at the moment,
Oh,
function over
sweet.
form, I think, is the name of the game. Anyway, coffee. Have the big reveal. The sandwiches this week are drum roll.
Right, because it's Valentine's Day, they're actually heart. Open it up and see. Let me not try it.
They're heart-shaped.
But squash.
Very nice. Actually,
I don't know which one it is.
interesting.
It's a squashed up part.
It's squashed
Oh, no,
apart.
hang on, can we swap? There you go, that's better presentation.
I like it. Heart-shaped sandwiches. Thank you. Very cute. So after this, we're going to get the coffee on because it is a bit parky. If you're having lunch at the moment, then bon appetit. We're going to munch this down, and then we'll bring it back. We'll have a cup of coffee, but first I've got to take a bite. Actually, what is the sandwich today?
Today is tuna, mayonnaise, sweet corn, spring onions, and with surprise. There's a surprise in there.
Do I need to be careful?
No, I tried to make them a bit spicy so to warm us up. So I don't know who it actually works. And
Let's take a bite. Let's see.
little tiny bits of chorizo in there too, but I don't know if it works. It's the first time I've ever done that.
Mmm.
It's alright.
Oh, that's
What do you
nice.
think?
Yeah, I like that. So tuna, mayo, sweet corn, and bits of chorizo,
Spring onion
spring onion.
and chili flakes. I thought if I spice them up a bit, we might feel warm inside.
There you have it. A culinary delight from Gisa. Oh, that is not bad. Mmm.
Cut into a heart shape.
That's really nice. Coffee's on the go. And Gisa's brought some red grapes with minstrels. If you've never had red grapes with minstrels, it is pure heaven.
Or you can try them with strawberries.
Mmm. Wash strawberries. Mmm. Well, really, really good.
In fact, minstrels work with all sorts of fruit, don't they? Like,
Just chocolate works well
yeah,
with fruit. Mmm. This sort of Windmaster burner, it boils the water so quickly. It's like it's running on jet fuel. I'd say within a couple of minutes you've got a litre of boiling water. I think it uses the gas up fairly quickly, maybe relative to other burners. I saw a couple of YouTubes on this, but I'm willing to sacrifice gas for speed. When I sit down and have a cup of coffee or a cup of tea, I want to have it fairly quickly, and this does exactly that. Mind holding that, please. We've got boiling water.
oh. So my cup's way over there.
And just like that, we've got boiling water. Try it once again.
Lovely, thank you.
Coffee, coffee, coffee. So being Valentine's Day, I wonder what you guys are up to. Personally, I'm not really a big Valentine's person. There's nothing worse than going to a restaurant. It's just me, going to a restaurant with lots of other people. Some of which who clearly are in love with each other, which is nice to see. And then there are, from my experience, the majority are people who maybe are being there because it's Valentine's Day, not because necessarily they really want to be there. They feel as if they should because they think that's what their partner is expecting. But to be honest, you don't need to go to a restaurant for Valentine's Day. You just need to be together. I actually think it's quite depressing. I find it almost morbid sitting in a restaurant where it's on Feb 14th. We just tend to do something else, do something different. We tend not even necessarily to do it on the weekend itself.
Yeah.
We kind of just say we're going to do Valentine's Day, but just on another day. Sometimes before COVID, we even did Airbnb.
We do stuff throughout the year. We just make special days, not necessarily on one occasion, just to celebrate a day because it's that day. We just do make special moments, or evenings, or don't we? We just make special times for each other throughout the year. It's not dependent on just one date. So that's why neither of us are big Valentine's Day fans. But because we're talking about it, this is Dean's contribution to Valentine's Day. Which I think is really cute because he's made special effort to go and buy them. So I love the thought, and that's what matters. So.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yep, I risked life and limb to go to the supermarket to buy some Lindor chocolate.
It's COVID. We were living through a pandemic, so. No, actually, it's the fact you thought about bringing chocolate with you, which he doesn't normally. It's usually me that brings the chocolates and treats, so I think that's really sweet. It's lovely. So he does love me.
Whoa, tiger! I wouldn't stretch her that far. Said the L word. Good God!
I'm surprised it didn't collapse onto the floor.
That scares a bloke that does that. The L word.
But whatever you're doing, we hope you're having a lovely time. And you should do it throughout the year, not just February 14th.
I feel this is moving into a relationship counselling session.
Yes, come talk to us anytime.
Anyway, we're going to finish up here and start walking again. Gotten a bit cold. Time for the woolly hat, and I've closed the vents in my trousers and my jacket and put an extra layer on. It's feels like about, I don't know, 1 or 2 degrees C, but there's not much around here to stop the wind coming in. And warm gloves. Actually, I just bought these gloves there from a company called Montaigne. They're the Prism gloves. They've got a Pertex outer, a thin fleece on the inside, and importantly, they've got on the fingers, on the index finger and the thumb, the ability to drive a touch screen, which is really important for this camera, so I don't have to keep on taking the gloves off. So yeah, really recommend these gloves. Extremely light. They're like 30 or 40 grams, so uber light, and yeah, warm enough and lots of dexterity. I think they're about £40, so not cheap, but it was kind of a feature set which I wanted to get. So if you're looking for a pair of gloves, I would certainly recommend them. All ice. That's just cracked, and Lisa's washing her boots.
Yeah, so I don't have to do them at home.
Don't know whether I'll be doing that. That's pretty damn cold, that water.
Yes, it is.
Okay, quick right, quick left. Oh, I think we were good. Whew. Looks like a sheep has been maybe made a tent here. I've got a mate called Paul from Wales. I wonder if he's been here. Just walked really fast across the last few fields. The wind was getting up and it was freezing. Where we are now is got a little bit of shelter here, and this is quite nice. We'll have a bit more of this, thank you very much.
So I can't stop now.
Oh my goodness. So either Geezer has disgraced herself, or there's some mighty manure around here, and that is particularly ripe.
It is pungent, yes.
And there it is. Okay, so we're lucky it isn't Geezer. She hasn't disgraced herself. It is in fact 100% natural. Ooh.
Well, what do you mean it would be natural with me as well?
That is true. My goodness. Just want to quick.
Like a nuclear plant station.
I just want to quickly walk past this, get on the other side of it. Whew. If my beard wasn't already white, it would be white now. We're just coming to the end of the scenic part of our walk. After this, it's through the houses, so I don't think that's going to be very picturesque. We'll leave it here, I think. As always, nice to have you along. I hope you found it enjoyable. We certainly did. Have a good rest of the day. Hope you enjoyed it. And if we do another one, we'll bring you along on that too. Stay safe. Have a good day. Cheers. Bye now.
Enjoy your day. Bye.
Bye bye.